Hi everybody, it's Peg here, and I have a cigar box. Yes, a genuine cigar box. And I'm thinking about redoing it. What I like to do is get as much of the stickers and stuff off of them as I can. Some of these on the bottom are just going to stay there because, you know, if it's not going to come up, it's not going to come up. So, but when you look at these boxes, sometimes you can get these from the stores that sell them, the cigars. This is actually a wooden box, which is nice because some of them are cardboard, and the cardboard kind of soak things up a bit. But they come many times nailed shut, so be careful because they're sharp parts, and especially if it's going to be around children at all. What I like to do is just take a pair of pliers and get rid of that right away. Typically you can grab it and just pull it right through the wood because it's just a little brad. It doesn't have much on the end, and discard that so nobody steps on it because I would be the one that would be stepping on it. And then you can see it didn't harm the back side here. This puffs up a little bit. I'm just going to flatten that down with my pliers, and yeah. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is, I don't know if I want to preserve that gold or just go for it. I think I'm just going to go for it today because we need to get some projects done. So I'm going to coat this whole thing with gesso. I have some Decoart Media gesso, and I have a little brush here. Isn't too gunked up yet. And I'm just going to put a coat all over my box to put a sealing coat down before I put anything else on. So I'll be back. So the next step is to just paint my undercoat with some color. I have dark gray, value 3, Decoart Media. I have Prussian blue hue, I mix it up a little bit just because I want a mottled look. And this is raw umber. So I'm just going to paint a coat on here for that. Sealing up my box as I go. You can see I've already begun this process, so I will be back. Okay, so my undercoat is dry now, and I'm just coming on top of that with a coat of crackle paint from Decoart Media to create the texture on here. And you just want to, you don't want to overwork it. You just want to get your paint down because it starts crackling immediately. So you don't want to keep working it. You can see it's already started to crackle. So I'm going to work my way around the box and get this painted up. I also, while I started this, I was also starting a canvas. Here's a small canvas that's already got the crackle paint on it. And then another little gift box that I have here. Whoops, I have here. So I'll be coating these, and then I'll be back. So now I want to do a little stenciling. I have some Prussian blue here. This is Decoart Media Fluid Acrylic, and one of the soft sponges, and I want to use this Decoart Media stencil and stencil some words on the front here. So I realize this video is going to get quite lengthy because this process, you know, it's sped up to, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 minutes for you here, but this process actually took me 2 or 3 days because you have drying time, you have different things in play, and what you'll notice is there are parts of the video that have gone missing because I'm in my zone, folks. I'm creating. I'm not thinking about videotaping. I don't always get everything recorded that you may want to see if you want to see everything in its entirety. If you have questions about things, please, please, please leave me some comments and I will try to help you wherever I can. I'm using this stencil from Decoart, and I'm going to use the butterfly on the top, and you won't see the finished piece of that. Well, you'll see the finished piece, but you won't see me actually applying the medium and the glitter and all of those kinds of things because that didn't get saved. What I do want you to know is that the important parts of the process of doing this are in this video. I do show you how I go about these things, and everybody has their own take on what to do. This is that other box. I'm actually doing this as a gift for my granddaughter, and we will be exchanging gifts for the holiday, and so I'm just touching things up. You can see the butterfly there on top with the glitter and the metal flower embellishments that I've added, and everything is there. I'm just showing you more of the finish process because I actually have multiple projects going on at the same time, and it would be redundant to show you every step of every project. So I will show you more of the process on the other box that I created. So I'm just using the gesso to come in and highlight. First I use a fan brush to hit the high points, and then you'll see me using my finger to add things in to the butterfly wings. So that's about all I have to add to that little box. Not sure what kind of gift is going to go in there, but there are all kinds of things like nail polish and fun things that can go to a teenage girl. And she is a girly girl, so I'm sure she'll like all the blingy sparkle on this particular box. Whoops, just a couple last minute embellishments. I have a little Tim Holtz tag, metal tag, and a wing, or not a wing, a feather. Piece of metal feather. What can I call that? Okay, so I'm just adding that for extra blingy on the top, and that's it. So on to the other box. So I'm going to add more of the Decoart fluid media acrylics in some colors that I think are appropriate. Brown, blue, green. This is going to a guy, and I kind of wanted to keep it in tones that I thought he would like. That's the thing when you're giving gifts that are handmade, you need to think about the recipient, who it's going to, and what you're making. It's real easy to give gifts that are your handmade things, but you also want it to be something that that person is going to enjoy. And
you know, I've made gifts for my family. Sometimes they'll even ask me to make specific things for them, but I want to make sure that they enjoy the things that they're getting from me. I don't want to just give them stuff because I made it and I want to get it off my shelves. So um, be thoughtful in your crafting and your gift giving. And, you know, once you give it, just remember that it was the joy of the giving, it was the joy of sharing, and whatever happens to that piece is up to the recipient because it's theirs now, and you had the joy of making it for them. So I have this metal embellishment. It's doorknob piece plate, and I've been hoarding it forever. And I thought, well, this is time to break out all of those metal guy things that I think my guys would enjoy. And when I put these things on, I usually use a real heavy gel, 3D gel, to glue things down. I also use a little bit of hot glue just to hold things in place because I know over the long run hot glue is not going to do the job. So you really need that 3D gel to secure these things down. Now most of the rest of this is just embellishing the box, and I've sped it up quite a bit for you. This is a stamped piece that I had done. I think that's a Stamper's Anonymous stamp, but it says dream or destiny or destination or something on it, and I like that. And you can see that I have a lot of different embellishments, metal embellishments that I have painted up with patina and, you know, wrapped wire around and, you know, done all kinds of things to just to change it, alter it, make it my own, you know, not just out of the package and glued on something, but altered to something that I think I would like and my family would like. And so I'm just, you know, auditioning where are these things going to go? How am I going to glue them down? What do I want where? Um, and that goes on for quite a while because it takes me a while to make up my mind. So this video is created as part of the Creative Arts Collaboration video hop. Um, we typically once a month will produce content for you, the crafters, the artists, the people who want to see this sort of thing. And there's a playlist, and I'll list it down below, maybe even try to get it in the iCard up above, and go out and visit those other videos and tell those artists how much you appreciate what they have done providing all of this information for us on YouTube. You know, I'm just one artist and I watch a lot of other artists here and we share information and get ideas, and it's a great help when you're trying to create and be inspired. So show them some love. Show them, you know, you appreciate the things that they have done by providing information for you. You know, I hear all kinds of things in comments from people, you know, things they like, things they don't like. And that's great. You know, everybody has their own preference, but this time of year, let's show some love. Let's show people how we appreciate the things that they have done throughout the year and the information that they have shared with us um, freely. You know, they're not charging for a class or anything. This is free on the internet, and they've provided it for you. So let them know that you appreciate them. And thanks for stopping by. I'll give you some final shots and glue a few more things down here, and that's about it for my box making. I'll try to get some other videos up for you with some other crafty things before the holiday actually hits, but I'm not promising anything because it is the busy season, and I do have some obligations. So I wish you all happy holidays, season's greetings, my love to you all. Thanks for stopping by.